Welcome to East Texas Explorer. I'm Bobby Morrow.
And I'm Tori Bean.
This week, we're covering stories right here on campus of SFA and all over Nacogdoches. This includes some of national issues that are affecting our community right here in East Texas.
We will also get to know some high-profile student athletes, learn about some new and innovative SFA programs, and we'll be getting some up close and personal with an organization that's making a big difference in the lives of the less fortunate right here in the oldest town in Texas.
So sit back and relax. East Texas Explorer starts now. East Texas is a hotbed for the poultry industry, but did you know Stephen F. Austin has its very own poultry farm? I went to the research center to find out more. The SFA Poultry Farm, located on Highway 259, is a hidden treasure for SFA. The farm has gone green with the purchase of a compost machine that breaks down deceased chickens. The composter is made by a Canadian company called Tri-Poly Foam. The SFA farm was the first poultry farm in Texas to try the composting method instead of the much more costly incineration. Now composters can be found across the state, but this is just one experiment of many the SFA Poultry Farm has tested. The research the farm is conducting is not only helping the advancement of the poultry science industry, but it also helps to raise money for the poultry science program here at SFA, which in turn helps to create a better educational experience for students. The poultry farm is also essentially a giant classroom where students in the agriculture department meet for class on a regular basis. The remote classes help to get a better understanding of the poultry industry and the poultry itself.
Stephen F. Austin State has more than 120 majors offered at the university, but now can add 2 more to the list. Our Alexis Willis spoke with the college that is making SFA even more credible.
The Rouge College of Business on the campus of Stephen F. Austin has produced successful alumni such as CEO of mattress firm Steven Stagner and Executive Vice President of Madison Square Garden, Casey Kaufman. To keep up the notable reputation, 2 professors saw the opportunity to expand the college by adding 2 additional majors.
And I'm excited to think about what this program will look like in 10 to 15 years from now.
Sports Business and Human Resource Management is now being offered as a degree at SFA, allowing students to become fierce competitors in their potential careers. Dr. Jason Reese and Dr. Marcus Cox underwent the process to push for the highly competitive fields.
What's unique about this program is that it is in a college of business. If you look at other programs across the country, but let's just look in the state of Texas, we're one of 2 programs that are in colleges of businesses that are focused on sport.
So what we were able to do with this program is be able to offer specific courses that were geared toward solely toward human resource management to better prepare our students to enter that field.
Dr. Jason Reese and Dr. Marcus Cox will be teaching their classes in this building behind me, where they'll be graduating 3 seniors this semester. Their expectations are very high for the upcoming semesters and ready to take on more students. Sports business will focus on those who want to work for a professional sports team, college athletic program, or in fitness administration, while human resource management will interest those in the recruitment of a company's best employees. Students will now stand out from the graduating class and have the neatest skill sets that employers are looking for, having both professors excited for their students.
We want our classes to reflect what our students need when they get in the industry, not just what a textbook says.
We bleed purple. We bleed purple, and very proud of this university and the Russia College of Business.
With East Texas Explorer, I'm Alexis Willis.
There's a lot of talk around campus about a new STEM building in the near future. Here's Cheyenne Aldridge with more on the story.
As of June 2015, major upgrades are to be made to the SFA campus. The school has been granted $46.4 million by the state to build a brand new science, technology, engineering, and mathematics building, otherwise known as STEM. The building will bring a new source of inspiration and attraction to the SFA campus, but that's not all. It's no secret that the science, math, and chemistry buildings on campus are a little old school. The university hopes that the STEM building will generate more student interest in the STEM fields of study by providing a modern and updated research facility.
I think our goal collectively is to design a facility where students can become engaged in the sciences. Hopefully we can also provide facilities where we can bring independent school districts in, middle school students and others to kind of give them a glimpse of STEM and what those academic careers can mean for them.
Along with top-notch research facilities, the STEM building will bring a new side of entertainment to the campus of SFA. A planetarium is to be put in the new building. The university hopes it will bring in school districts and encourage the youth to consider a future in the STEM department. Todd Hall and Gibbs Hall dorms will be demolished to make room on campus for the STEM building. University Woods campus apartments will also be torn down and replaced with brand new apartment-style dorms. The demolition of the dorms is said to begin in the summer of 2016. The STEM building is projected to be completed by 2018. Not a lot of information has been set in stone in regards to the STEM building. However, it is clear that SFA will see some major improvements. We will keep you updated on any further information. This is Cheyenne Aldridge, reporting for East Texas Explorer.
After the break, we'll be back with a story on the new campus carry law that will be going into effect in the near future and what it will mean for students and faculty at SFA.
We also check in with the mayor and the top cop in Nacogdoches as the city considers adding body cameras to the police force.
East Texas Explorer will be right back. Welcome back to East Texas Explorer. SFA has had many great athletes come through and graduate, but no one is quite like this particular athlete. Demi Payne has many awards one can only achieving. Here's Maddie Kaufman with more on her fellow teammate.
Stephen F. Austin has never had a national champion until a pole vaulter transferred from Kansas. Demi Payne, a 24-year-old kinesiology major, holds many titles given to only the best athletes in the nation.
Demi has not only been a part of SFA's Hall of Fame, but she has also been a part of the world stage due to her outstanding efforts in the pole vault. But she wasn't always as successful. She just needed the right motivation to become the best.
She's my inspiration. She's pretty much everything. Everything I'm doing is for her.
So there you have it. An unexpected turn of events put Demi's life in the spotlight when she broke the indoor national record, broke the outdoor national record,
jump in the world this year,
and won the NCAA national championship.
And a new
Demi's motivation to win is remarkable for people across the nation and on campus. She has become a pole vault sensation. She has won over 10 different national awards while also holding all of SFA's pole vault records. When asked what her favorite moment from 2015 was, her response was not surprising.
Probably winning NCAAs. That was just huge. And I think it's because I fell off of the sports world and came back in a year.
Some college students complain about their workload being too much for them. Demi not only has a daughter, fiance, and competes at a national and world level, she also is on the president's list for making a solid 4.0 last semester. Demi has a great outlook on how to deal with all of it.
You know, I just do it. If a problem comes up, then I attack it, and I just try not to freak out, and usually it all works out.
Demi Payne is a great leader for her teammates, on campus, and for athletes across the nation. Her determination to be the best on and off the track is second to none. With East Texas Explorer, I'm Maddie Kaufman.
Next year, guns will be allowed on campus, but is it good to have a student take down a shooter? Steven Serkowitz has more.
This year, we have had over 40 school shootings in America. We have had 3 in October alone. With a rise in gun-related crime, people are trying to stop it. One way that is suggested is allowing concealed carry on college campuses. Statistics showed that as concealed licenses were issued, gun-related violence actually dropped drastically. Now a bill has passed that will allow for concealed carry on all college campuses in the state of Texas. But is it actually safe for people to bring their guns on campus? Guns may be a good deterrent, but is it okay for people to actually stop the shooter before the police get there? Since the law will be in effect next year, Sergeant Amanda Kennedy has some tips for what to do if a shooter were on campus. One way students can find out if there is an active shooter on campus is by signing up for the Campus Alert System, which students could do by logging onto MySFA and clicking the box that says Campus Alert.
In other news, the request for law enforcement officers to wear body cameras has been the topic of conversation for the last 3 years. Texas is one of the states who are making laws concerning body cameras with the hopes that both the police and the public can feel more secure. Here's Natisa Ross has more on this story.
There are a lot of questions concerning body cameras. One being, is it necessary? Another, who does it protect? And finally, is it worth the cost?
A body camera bill concerning Texas law enforcement became law and was put into effect on September the 1st, 2015. The law was passed in order to protect both citizens and police by having visual and audio proof of their encounters.
So these body cameras are going to record everything that's in front of you and around you. And they would get out, turn on the body camera, and go answer the call. And there are occasions when they're going to have to turn the camera off.
According to the chief of the Nacogdoches Police Department, Mr. Jim Seavey, the NACPD does not currently have body cameras for their officers. However, he feels that they will be a great asset to law enforcement, and he has plans of getting them in the near future. The mayor of Nacogdoches, Dr. Roger Van Horn, expresses that body cameras are a priority. However, he is trying to make sure all bases are covered.
So we're working together with the county to make all of our electronic equipment and surveillance be compatible with each other. So that's slowing up the process some and increasing the cost.
The Texas law regarding body-worn cameras states that law enforcement agencies in the state of Texas can apply for grants that will equip their officers with body cameras.
In early 2016, we're going to start looking at the cameras that are compatible with our system, and we'll get a budget put together then. At that time, we will apply for the grants.
Mayor Van Horn wants to assure the Nacogdoches citizens that their safety is top priority.
Everything is being done in this city to do it well, to do it with both good sense and common sense, but that is effective for everybody's safety in our city.
Nitesia Ross, East Texas Explorer.
Former SFA running back Gus Johnson is back in the NFL after being released by the Dallas Cowboys. AJ Vitti has more on this story.
The Atlanta Falcons signed Gilmer's own and former SFA All-American running back Gus Johnson to their practice squad. Players listed on the practice squad get to work out and practice with the team. There are success stories around the NFL of players who began their career on the practice squad, such as Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo and Texans running back Arian Foster.
Yeah, well, we're super excited. Of course, Gus is one of the all-time great players that played here at the university. All-American record setter holder, has conference records as well.
As a 2014 Southland Conference Player of the Year, Gus was a 3-time All-Southland Conference selection and a 2-time first-team honoree.
Well, I think he has the all-time touchdown record, the all-time rushing record. He may have single-game rushing records as well. I mean, I think if there's a record in the category of rushing and scoring, he either has it or he is next.
Gus did go undrafted, but has been with 3 different NFL teams so far. He signed with the Oakland Raiders after the draft, then with the Dallas Cowboys. Due to running back injuries, Gus got to be the starting running back for most of the preseason. When he scored his first NFL touchdown, he threw up the axe for SFA. And now he is part of the Atlanta Falcons organization.
We texted the other day. He's excited about it. He's with a real quality team. He's got the opportunity. People are very aware of him in the National Football League. It's up to him to take advantage of that.
This year, with the absence of Gus, SFA football struggled to find ways to score early on, but are now on a 3-game winning streak.
We've tried to fill that void, but you don't fill that presence and that maturity with a 4-year guy like we had in Gus just overnight.
Coach Conk's final words was that Gus absolutely loved the game of football, and it's paying off for him right now. We wish you the best of luck, Gus. With East Texas Explorer, I'm AJ Vitti.
Stay with us. When we return, we'll introduce you to a highly popular outdoor activity that you may have never heard of. It's a high-tech treasure hunt that you don't want to miss.
We will also take a look at vaping and find out how it can really stack up against an alternative to smoking.
ETE will be right back. Welcome back to East Texas Explorer. Looking for an outdoor activity to do with friends or family? Maybe you should try geocaching. Here's Anna with more information on this unique treasure hunt.
What started out as a celebration of the demise of the U.S. Department of Defense's scrambling of GPS coordinates has now become a worldwide phenomenon.
Geocaching is an outdoor treasure hunt that uses GPS coordinates to locate where a treasure of trinkets, baubles, and odds and ends can be found. It has become even easier to find caches in the most recent years with the help of advancing technology and the creation of the geocaching app.
Now anybody with a smartphone can become a geocacher.
According to geocaching.com, there are more than 1.4 million geocaches hidden around the world, and about 217 are hidden right here in Nacogdoches. To begin geocaching, either go online to www.geocaching.com or download the geocaching app. Once you create an account, type the city name in the search bar and begin the hunt. Before you begin the hunt, however, you need to know the 6 rules of geocaching provided by scouting.org and geocaching.com. The geocaching rules: keep safe, respect the environment, respect private property. If you take something from the cache, leave something of equal or greater value, write about your find in the cache logbook, and log your experiences at geocaching.com. Once a cache is found, here is usually what will be found inside: a logbook or a log sheet, and if it is a large geocache, there may be a small trinket inside that is up for trade if something of equal or greater value is left in its place. Now that you know what to do, go out and get to hunting, because you never know what you might find.
That's it! You found it!
Look at me.
For East Texas Explorer, I'm Anna Jefferson.
Just like other months of the year, bringing awareness to cancer and diseases, November is National Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month. More with that, what you should know, here's Natalie Haddad.
What if one day you woke up unable to remember how to drive, who you were talking to, or how to voluntarily move your own body? Clint Connor of the Houston area chapter of the Alzheimer's Association tells us about the currently incurable Alzheimer's disease.
So Alzheimer's disease is a brain disorder, and it is a progressive disease. So what that means is that it will continually get worse and never better.
Anyone with a brain is at risk for Alzheimer's. Today, there are over 5 million Americans living with the disease, and it is the 6th leading cause of death in the U.S. Alzheimer's disease kills more people than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined, and it is currently the only cause of death in the top 10 list of causes of death that cannot be slowed, stopped, or prevented.
As far as who has the highest likelihood of contracting the disease, we do know at this point that there's about 60% women that are living with Alzheimer's disease versus 40% men. But there could be several factors that can contribute to that, mainly that we know that women are living longer.
Fortunately, there are multiple organizations, such as Stephen F. Austin State University's Sigma Kappa Omega, that fundraises and advocates the cause of fighting the disease and finding a cure.
When Sigma Kappa Omega was founded here on campus, the philanthropy that was chosen was the Alzheimer's Association. And since then, we have helped participate in fundraising as well as participating and volunteering for the Alzheimer's Walk that happens every year here in Nacogdoches.
Although there is no cure for Alzheimer's disease, there are treatments to help ease the symptoms. However, progression of the disease is ultimately unstoppable. For more information on what you can do to help, please contact your local Alzheimer's Association chapter. For East Texas Explorer, I'm Natalie Haddad.
Getting involved in the community is Eugene Wright with highlights on a local Nacogdoches church.
Godtel Inc. was chartered in 1975, all from a vision given to Reverend June Guidry and Nancy Guidry to minister to the homeless and less fortunate in their community. Their first mission opened in January 1977 on the brick streets of the oldest town in Texas, Nacogdoches. Godtel is not your average church. They don't just minister, they also provide shelter for the poor. They house men, women, and families. Their facilities holds up to approximately 60 individuals. In the year 2014, Godtel provided 23,715 beds for the homeless. Daily, the staff provide a meal 3 times a day, ranging to about 6,300 meals a month. Godtel is a non-government funding corporation. Most of their funding are from organizations in or around the community.
Community come and donate canned goods to us. The college does, so yeah.
While being sheltered at Godtel, their focus is to teach responsibility in the Word of God. They encourage their residents to find work so that they can become financially stable in hopes of becoming able to stand on their own 2 feet someday.
Everything that has happened to me since I've been here has been a blessing.
Also, they offer Bible study twice a day to present the gospel of Jesus Christ to the community.
The Bible studies are like out of this world, the best. We have some good teachers that come through teaching us the Word of God, so, you know.
Whenever in need of shelter, you can always count on Godtel Door to be open to the community, the homeless. This is Eugene Wright with East Texas Explorer, covering the outstanding work of Godtel Ministry.
What is vaping and how can it help smokers to quit and improve their health? Here's Kirby Hildebrand with more.
You've no doubt seen these signs throughout your life telling you not to smoke in certain areas. But what about these? What is vaping? Vaping is a new trend of alternative smoking that is both healthier for you and cheaper.
It's a small device containing a chemical that is vaporized using a battery and then inhaled like a cigarette.
It's got a mouthpiece, a tank for the liquid, and then a battery on the bottom with a small activation button that you use when you wish to inhale.
According to the FDA, while a cigarette contains over 4,000 chemicals, vaping is comprised of only 4 main chemicals: glycerin, which is found naturally in vegetables, propylene glycol, which is used in asthma inhalers, food-grade flavoring, and nicotine in varying amounts depending on the customer. With the way the vaping liquid is made, you can have just about any flavor, from traditional brands of cigarettes to things like Mountain Dew and Red Hots. Bob Holloway of Nacogdoches owns his own shop called Vapor Trail, specializing in all things vapor. He says that on top of the health benefits, the savings from normal cigarettes is immense.
Yeah, I'll put it this way. I took my cigarette money. I was smoking 2 packs a day. I took the cigarette money that I was spending and bought a Jeep Cherokee.
Bob also explained that they are actually recommended by physicians to patients who have health problems as a result of years of smoking.
The health benefits, according to the FDA, are nearly as beneficial as quitting. You can start with a normal nicotine amount and then slowly work your way down until you're at no nicotine at all. Once there, you've essentially quit. For East Texas Explorer, I'm Kirby Hildebrand.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of East Texas Explorer.
If you like more of this show or other Jack TV programs, check out our YouTube channel at Jack TV SFA.
We love you to check out our work, leave your feedback, and tell us what you think.
Have a great week, and we'll see you next time for another episode of East Texas Explorer.